Hello again, YouTubers. This is Evenball. It is Saturday, April 19th, 2014, and I've got another few games here to show you. Not so much this time as the other few times, but I've only got 3 items here, but one of them was about $50, so you'll see. But let's get right to it. First one is my GameCube Game of the Week, which is Wave Race Blue Storm, a part of the Fine Racing series from Nintendo, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Although I hear this one doesn't control as well as the N64 version, which I loved, but I'm glad to have it anyway. It's only $3, not too bad. I remember this game being on shelves for $50 for forever back in the day, and I wanted it, and I just couldn't find a place that had it for cheap. But glad to have it now. It's complete and looks great. Second thing I got is one of these, My Arcade, 45 built-in video games. Got this brand new on clearance at half price books for $2. Yep. So that's not a bad price at all. I'm sure most of these games will be forgettable, but you never know. You might find some enjoyment out of one or two of the games that are on there. Looks pretty interesting, at least. So thought I'd get that. And while I was there, I got something else, and I'll show you that. Okay, so I saw this item last weekend when I was at the half-price books, and I couldn't quite pull the plug, but I thought about it, and I finally decided to grab it. It is a complete in-box Sega Genesis. Well, mostly complete in-box Sega Genesis. I'll show you in a little bit. I'm really glad to have this in the box. I still have my original Sega Genesis from back in when I purchased it in 1992, but I threw away the box a long time ago, so it's nice to have this one. It's a Model 1. Not only is it a Model 1, it's an earlier model than mine. It's still got the high-definition graphics logo on it, so that's kind of a plus. I had no idea that they packaged that model with Sonic the Hedgehog, but they obviously did, because I've got it right here. Just turn this box around. Oops. Look at the back. Oh, it's all classic. The box is a little beat up, but it's pretty solid. Most everything is in there, and it looks pretty good. All these great games on the back. I need to grab a lot of these. I do not have Castle Evolution. I really need to get that game. And I actually don't have most of these games. I do have Streets of Rage though, on the 6-pack, so that's good. Anyways, let's open it up and see what's inside. Alright, well, I've taken the styrofoam out of the box. Yeah, the styrofoam's still there and it's mostly intact. And we have our Sega Genesis in pretty good condition. Now, this is a high-definition graphics model, so it's one of the first models of the Sega Genesis. There are multiple models of the Model 1 Sega Genesis. You know about the Model 2, because everyone has that. Most everyone does. And the Model 3, which is featured on a lot of websites. But Model 1 also had many versions. I have at least 4 different versions. And I may go through them in a future video. Because each one, some of them have unique features, and some of them have unique features taken out. This one, of course, has that EXT port, which it really isn't used all that much, but it's nice to have it. And it's in pretty good shape. Everything's there. So of course I got 2 controllers. They have the red lettering on them. It's kind of nice. And they're in pretty good shape too. I don't see any problems with either of these. One thing that is missing though is a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog. Where can I find a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog that has a big fat not for resale sticker on it? Oh, that's right. I got one right here. I mean, where can't you find one of these? They're everywhere. But so I didn't really need that to come with it. And it's also missing the instructions. But I still have my original Genesis instruction manual in fine condition, actually. I barely even touched this thing. Although it's for a slightly different Model 1, but still it matches with it pretty well. So we have the power cord and the RF unit. So basically that's it. Now I have way too many Sega Genesises. I have about 9 of these things. I need to start getting rid of some. But, I'll see what I can do about that. Anyways, this is Even Ball signing off. I hope to have a few more games next week. Thank you.